Hey everyone, welcome back to 60 Seconds on Security. You're just going to spend a minute or two today going further with this notion of external threats. So we've talked about threat identification, where do threats come from. We have a little bit of a piece on internal threats, and I wanted to talk a little bit further about the notion of external threats, because when I start asking people, do you know who the threats are against your organization, sometimes this can be pretty difficult for them to answer. So I want to give you some examples about how this external threat is maybe different today than you would have expected it to be in the past. So in the past, we have this notion of some young IT guy sitting in his mom's basement, eating pizza, drinking Mountain Dew, hacking into people's things and leaving funny pictures on their web pages. Okay, all well and good. That's true. And that kind of thing still happens with people that are poking around what we often refer to as script kiddies. Now get into this type of just, if you want to think about it, web graffiti, or however, defacement of somebody else's property. So somewhat harmless, but a major irritation. But what you're really facing today are actual crime syndicates of people whose sole purpose is to figure out how to infiltrate businesses and companies to steal money. So these are multi-level organizations run just like a corporation here in the United States or elsewhere around the world. They have people that perform different functions, people that write the malware, people that figure out how to break in, people that do social engineering, and it is now a business. So these are what we would refer to as advanced persistent threats. What are these people after? Anything they can get their hands on: intellectual property, credit card information for multiples or thousands of people that can be used later on to actually fleece money out of organizations or people as individuals themselves. Now, in addition to this whole corporate style of crime, which is really the way that you need to look at it, there are people out there that are just still flat out con men and women. They want to steal an identity and open up their own credit cards in your name, spend a bunch of money, and go disappear. That is still very common in the world today as well. So when you start thinking about external threats to you, your family, your business, you need to understand that this is now a professional marketplace for crime. It's not just some kid sitting down, hacking and having fun. While that still goes on, that's true. That isn't the primary thing that you need to be worried about, although it is there. Okay, so the basic steps that you take for security stop a lot of that. But when you start talking about advanced threats coming after you, much more difficult and very, very persistent, which requires what? Your consistent attention and review and repetition of all of these processes of identification and threat, monitoring, paying attention, surveillance, all that type of stuff. So again, we can go deeper and deeper into this, but I wanted to keep this a little shorter and just give you the idea that this has gone beyond a single actor individual doing something. This is now a full-on criminal business that takes place around the world 24/7. So if you want to learn more, watch some more videos below. As always, thank you for watching. Till next time, stay smart, stay secure, stay safe.